Kapa's in front by 2 lengths here from Bacanali. Rangers, Jeff Troop. King Kapa's in front, F Troop down the outside, but in front in the line, King Kapa.
Welcome to this week's edition of the Final Gallop. It is episode 321, and as always is proudly supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. Shortly we're going to preview our runners for Saturday's Magic Millions Gold Twilight race meeting at Aquis Park, but firstly a big happy 2025 to our viewers. And trainer Tony Gollan, was it a big New Year's Eve for you?
No, we were in bed at 8. I was in bed at 8:30. So happy New Year, episode 321.
Yeah.
How cool.
There you go.
Yeah, happy New Year to everyone. Happy New Year to the horses. And we started the new year off quite well. First runner is a winner. So I hope that means
strike rate.
Yeah, hopefully that means for a really good 2025 ahead, and also a good 25 for everyone out there watching.
Absolutely. Just quickly, a great meeting to round out the Brisbane part of the summer carnival with last Saturday with wins for Torabella and Transatlantic.
A stray dog just hooned straight past the set here. It's quite unusual. A little black one. I don't know if Lockie's got footage of that, but have a look at him go. Yeah, it was a great finish to the road to Magic Millions at Eagle Farm. I think the track's played really well. The Brisbane part of this carnival have done a great job as we head down to the Gold Coast now. Some good winners last week. Torabella, she ran good. There he goes again, our little mate. Off he goes. Torabella was really good after the Gateway run. Raced as expected on the weekend. Back in grade, just got the job done beautifully. And Transatlantic, a horse that I really like on the back up. Did what I did with Freedom Rally last year.
Yep.
And able to get the job done. So terrific.
Okay, on to the preview of our runners for the Gold Coast Metro meeting on Saturday. The rail is in the true position. The track is currently a soft 5 with only a shower or two forecast for the next few days.
Yeah, and we see how good a draining track this is. So you really need a lot of rain on the day for it to be affected in any way, shape or form, to be fair. So we saw the meeting down there the other night. I had the rail out just a touch. He wants to even get in on the action here, this little hound. The other night down there, could be hard to make up ground unless you got on your bike. So I'd expect something probably similar to this track. It's a fairly fast track. Yep. They run along some good time. They had a lot of rain that week and they still ran really quick times. So I suspect it's going to be a fast track on Saturday.
Okay, we kick off in race 1, which is the cutest gold nugget for the 2-year-old colts and geldings over the 1100 metres. We'll have Midnight Spirit running in this. He'll carry 56 kilos with Tommy Berry riding from Barrier 1. He's paying $6.50 to win and $1.84 the place. He was a debut winner at the Sunny Coast before Christmas over the 1,000 metres. He was.
I think Barrier 1, pretty fortuitous to draw low in these 2-year-old races. 1100, there's not a whole lot of room into that first corner. So these low draws are important. He's shown in his jump outs trials and his race start that he has got that good gate speed. The other day at the Sunshine Coast, he drew wide with the rail out and he still had enough speed to be up there on pace. So that low draw is important. This is a big step up from what he was in. Tommy's a gun 2-year-old rider. I want to see him bang him out, put him up on speed, and he's a nice horse. 1100 is no concern. Matter of fact, I wish it was 1200.
Okay. We go to race 2 now, which is the cutest gold pearl over for 2-year-old fillies over the 1100 metres as well. We have La Bella Boom in this with 56 kilos. Craig Williams to ride, Barrier 5. She's paying $3.80 to win and $1.40 for the place. Was an impressive city winner at her second start at Doomben over the 1200 in late November and looked good in a tick-over trial last week.
Yeah, had a little tick-over trial, did everything really well. I think how she was in that trial is how she'll race here. I think there'll be good speed. She'll bounce well off a fairly low draw, find the back of that speed, and just race particularly well. I think she maps to get a lovely run. I expected to race well, and I expected to back up in the Magic Millions 7 days later. Okay,
we go to race 3, which is the Magic Millions Maiden Plate over the 1400 metres. We have 3 runners in this. We'll start with Anson Bay. He'll carry 57 kilos. Ryan Maloney rides, Barrier 17. He's paying $41 to win and $9 for the place. Was strong through the line last start for 5th at the Gold Coast over 1200 metres.
Yeah, I'll run through these pretty quick. They're pretty big odds chances. Obviously having a crack at big prize money for maidens. Anson Bay, all drawn wide, my 3. Anson Bay, drawn wide. He stepped ordinary the other day, ran on really well. I want to see him step better ridden forward.
Okay, Use Your Illusion will carry 57 kilos with Martin Harley riding Barrier 19. He's paying $71 and $15 for the place. He's faced wet tracks his past 3 starts this prep, so could be an improver on top of the ground.
You'll see him better on top of the ground. Blinkers go on. Probably have to ride him quiet in the second half of the field. You'll see him running on. Distance is no concern. Just how far we get out of our ground worries me.
Okay, She's Got Lyrics is the third one, 56.5 kilos with Angela Jones riding barrier 13. She's paying $61 to win and $13 for the place. Has been close in her past two, both at Ipswich over the 13 to 50. Drawn the best, but still wide.
Yeah, still wide. Ridden in the second half of the field to try and come through them. All double figure odds chances. If I pick one out of them, it'd be Anson Bay.
Okay, we go to race 4 now, which is the Magic Millions Rising Stars for the 3 and 4-year-old fillies and mares over the 1300. We'll have two in this. We'll start with Instagood, 58.5 kilos. Ryan Maloney rides barrier 13. She's paying $26 to win and $5 for the place. First time beyond the 1200 metres. Last start closed off well over the same distance on a heavy track at Eagle Farm.
Yeah, she was okay on the heavy getting home. 1300. I'm worried at 1200, so I'm worried at 1300. I'll ride her similarly. I'll ride her to find a feet and hit the line. Ryan will just have to wind her up. I'm a bit of a distance query with her. She's fit and healthy as I've ever had her. She's going really, really well. Distance does concern me.
Okay, we have Gospel Girl, the other runner in this race, 57 kilos. Angela Jones rides barrier 7. She almost got there last start in a blanket finish at Ipswich over the 1350. You've put the blinkers on.
Tough mare, going well. Loves getting ridden up on speed. Blinkers on, massive, massive plus to her.
Yep.
Just not sure about whether she's got the class to win this race.
Okay, so splitting them?
Oh, probably Gospel Girl. She'll race closer. Instant Goods is probably a classy horse. She's won a couple of Saturday races where Gospel Girl hasn't. The distance just concerns me. Both these are their rightful quote.
Okay. Race 5 is the Magic Millions Rising Stars for the 3 and 4-year-old colts, geldings and enties over the 1300 metres. Boomtown Boss will run in this race, 56 kilos, ridden by Ryan Maloney from barrier 15. He's paying $23 to win and $5 for the place. On the week back up after a very creditable 2-length 7th in the Group 3 Vo Rogue over the same trip.
He's just a nice horse. Yeah. He probably shouldn't be these odds, but obviously the favourite stifle the betting a bit Moravia, and he's clearly the class horse. But he's a nice horse, this bloke. He'll get to this grade. Like if he's not competitive this year, he'll be very competitive next year. He's a lovely horse. He just doesn't know what it's all about yet. He's just so lost in the running. He was absolutely motoring home last week, and then a few horses deviated in front of him, and he was all over the place. So he's a horse I really, really like. I can't wait to put him away after this weekend and bring him back. I think he's a pretty nice horse next prep.
Okay. Race 6 is the Magic Millions Class 6 plate over 1200 metres. We will have standing order in this. 57 kilos, Tommy Berry on board, barrier 16. He's paying $7 to win and $2.60 for the place. He is first up on Saturday after a pleasing trial last week. Was a close second on this day last year in the Rising Stars race.
Yeah, he can race okay, fresh up too. We'll be pretty positive on him out. Tommy knows the horse. He's an up on speed outside horses type of guy. He'll race really well, this horse. He's had a good grounding, nice and fit for his first up run. He's going well.
Okay, race 8 is the Magic Millions, the Syndicate over the 1100 metres. We'll have 3 runners in this. Golden Boom is the first one, 58.5 kilos. Blake Shin rides barrier 6. He is paying $3.60 to win and $1.60 for the place. Winner of the listed Bribey last start a month ago at Eagle Farm, and a dominant trial winner since, was third in this race last year.
Looks fantastic, the horse. I've had a beautiful prep into it. Last year I had to go in there first up. I had a dreadful prep getting him ready for it. This time in, I've had a perfect preparation. He's bang on song. Blake knows him, rode him in Melbourne, narrowly beaten around the valley on him. So, look, he's going super, this horse. Whatever can beat him can win the race. Okay,
the second runner we'll talk about is King Kapa, who's doing a little dance behind us just before. 58.5 kilos with Tommy Berry riding barrier 2. He's paying $19 to win and $4.60 for the place. He was an unlucky third last start in the listed Falvelon at Eagle Farm by just ahead.
And he could be the one.
Yeah.
He's going to get the lovely run. He's just racing so well. He's really wound the clock back, this horse. I don't think I've had him as well as he is now since he won the Hinkler back at the Winter Carnival a winter or so ago. Okay. So he's right on song. He showed that the other day. He bounced, put himself in the race, and he was right there. So he's going to get a perfect run here. They'll go along quite quick. There'll be pressure on Golden Boom. There's a few others there that want to take it up. This horse is going to be able to bounce. He's got tactical speed to sit with that pressure, and you know he can win at 1200 metres. So he's over the odds for a horse that's going particularly well. Okay.
The third runner is Bezique. She'll carry 56.5 kilos. Craig Williams will ride her from barrier 9. She's paying $5.50 to win and $2 for the place. A strong winner of a Class 6,000 metres at Eagle Farm last start. Comes into this year's race earlier in a preparation than last year, where she didn't figure.
Yeah, she raced very flat last year by the time we got to this race, just the way the preparation worked. This year I've got her there much quicker. She's second up in the prep. She's dynamic early in her preparations. She showed that the other day. It was really an exhibition gallop for her the other day at Eagle Farm. She did it very easily. Look, she's just drawn tricky, but she's got lovely tactical speed. She'll put herself there. Good jockey on board. Willow knows her well, so she'll race well. This is my best race, my best chance to win $1 million race or a big prize money race on the day. Golden Boom goes on top. I've just set him for this race basically for a year, getting back here for this race. I couldn't be happier with him, but in fairness, if he wasn't there, I'd be really happy to have the other two horses in the race as well. So I think I've got a really good handle on that race. But it's a good, open, tough race.
It is. Race 10 is the Sunlight Consolation for the 3-year-olds over the 1100 metres. We'll have Moulin Miss in this. She'll carry 55 kilos. Angela Jones in the saddle, barrier 11. She's paying $17 for the win and $4.20 for the place. She wasn't a factor first up at this track when she just got too far back. A
lot going on too back in the field the other night. I think this will be a different scenario. I thought she was okay. She was a hidden good run the other night. She'll be better out to the 1100. I just wish she drew a gate. I just keep drawing these wide gates. She drew wide first up and it made life hard for me. So just how I navigate that wide gate is probably the challenge for us. But she's going really well and she's improved significantly. She looks so much better going into this race.
We are into the final furlong of this week's Final Gallop. Who is your best winning chance at the Gold Coast on Saturday?
I'm going to go my best winning chance. I'm going to go with Golden Boom. I just think he hasn't really put a foot wrong leading into this, and I just think he's more adaptable now in his racing style. He's got a world-class jockey on. Like, everything about him indicates he's going to run really, really well here, and he's coming off a win and a trial win. He's full of confidence. So he's my best. Okay, your best at the provincials. We've got Ipswich and Toowoomba. We're going to go the best each way. Yeah, we'll go the best each way first. Okay. I'll work with whatever you want me to work with, but I'll go best each way first. I'll just stick to our normal routine. Okay, I'll go there. I'm going to go, I do like to change things around a bit. I'm going to go Midnight Spirit. Okay. I quite like him at the price. I thought La Bella Boom might have got out in the market. She was about $4.50 early. She's tightened up a little bit, but I like Midnight Spirit. I think low draw, barrier 1. He's nowhere near the finished product, but he's just a really nice colt, and he will do a job. So yeah, I'm going to go him in the first each way. Okay, and now you're best at the provincials. Ipswich and Toowoomba Saturday, Sunshine Coast and Lismore on Sunday. Yeah, well, our provincial team's been varied around a bit. A few of those got in the Rising Stars would have been at the provincials, so it's probably knocked me around a little bit. I'm going to stick with a filly that won the other night. I think she's going really well. Try Everything. Okay. Yep. I love the way she's going. She's enjoying being ridden back that little bit quieter and finishing off, and she's in a couple of venues. So she'll be accepted in 2 venues, Ipswich or Toowoomba. I think she could race well at either venue. Okay, and your best track record this week? Pretty hard to go past Golden Boom. I thought he was terrific. All those sharp horses were good. Bezique was brilliant out there too. Yep. As was this old boy here. He felt $1 million. Loved it, yeah. Tell you, he did work good out on the course proper on Tuesday morning, and we thank the Brisbane Racing Club for giving us that track, because it was a pretty rainy morning. They kept it open for us, and the horses worked so well out there. I thought Zarastro and Hidden Wealth, coming off disappointing runs the other day on the quicker turnarounds, I thought they're right back to where they need to be. So there's a few horses worked very nice Tuesday. Okay. Now it is time for Cavs Corner, which is supported by the Brisbane Airport Hotels Group. He didn't land a second leg of his multi last week with Lockyer missing a place. Let's see what he's taken this week.
Welcome to Cavs Corner for this week. We'll travel to the Gold Coast. We'll go Midnight Spirit a place into Gospel Girl a place. Good punting, guys.
So he's stuck with his place multi. He's gone Midnight Spirit a place into Gospel Girl a place. Jeez, Gospel Girl. Well, they're funny. There's Rising Stars races, aren't they? Because you've got a couple of horses that are clearly should be in $250,000 races. Then you've got a few horses like her that are nowhere near that sort of money race. So they're very intriguing races. I don't hate his multi. I think Gospel Girl's dying for the blinkers. Had she had him on, she would have won last start. And Midnight Spirit, like I've already spoken about him, he's a nice horse. So I don't hate his multi. I'm a little bit surprised. I thought he might have went a little bit, like you could have him the place. King Kappa from low draw in the other race. He's going to run very well. So yeah,
it's an interesting multi to say the least.
Okay, well, good luck on Saturday at the races, Tony, and also with the on-site inspections at the Magic Millions yearling sale.
Yeah, the team's down there getting into it. It comes along really quick this year, straight off New Year's, so it's going to be a tight squeeze getting everything done. John's down there pounding the pavement. Andrew's moving about down there as well. So there's a lot of stuff going on. There's plenty of expressions of interest been out there. Syndicates we've had are filling in really, really quickly. So if you are interested in getting into a yearling with us at this sale, make contact so we can get your details. So as we purchase, we can put you straight into what the ones that you may or may not like. So, or just stay in touch with us all throughout the week when we're buying.
Absolutely. Best of luck to everyone over the weekend.